2.
Did you need another touchdown?
Cry about it.
I needed more than another touchdown from him. But luckily I had...
And it's not nearly his fault, is it?
Luckily I had him and Tyreek Hill on the same team.
What'd your defense get you this week?
Negative 11.
Well, there you go.
You are not good at picking defense.
The Eagles' defense got me negative 11.
Who'd they play?
The Saints?
Well, that should have been a bad indication right there.
48-7.
Yeah, that's not a good choice.
No, well, my other defense, let's see.
Just follow projections because nothing makes sense in this league anymore.
My other defense, I think, is the Dolphins.
All right, well, this conversation is clearly going nowhere helpful to anyone listening.
Yeah. So, anyways.
Because
the reason,
you're not giving them any advice.
No. The reason we're bringing up the Washington Redskins is because there are certain people who think that they should have reached out to Colin Kaepernick. First of all, just the irony of Alex Smith getting injured and losing his job to Colin Kaepernick twice. Hilarious.
Yeah, I don't think people looked at it that way, but that is pretty funny now you bring it up.
But does it really make sense for Colin Kaepernick, the guy who's been on this 3-year-long crusade about injustice and inequality in race, to go to a team named the Redskins?
Yeah, people don't think that through either.
Like this team is embroiled in a battle among certain groups of people over just simply the name of the team. And you expect the guy who is, the humanitarian of the year, is the whatever other
Actually,
accolades.
it would really throw people for a fucking loop.
It would.
They stand for something, just not everything.
Yeah.
I don't know whether to root for them or hate them.
But
I'm so conflicted. And then Redskins fan, you hate them.
There are things that just make sense, and Colin Kaepernick to the Washington Redskins makes about as much sense as me separating mashed potatoes and gravy in that bracket. I knew it was a bad idea. I had other factors that led to that.
Okay.
Put them up against
your reasons are your own, old man.
I did that on purpose. I tried to justify the way I could to get potatoes and gravy to face off.
I wish I drank the gravy.
Yeah, I don't necessarily know that I get it. And again, Colin Kaepernick's also, the more this goes on, he's been out for 3 years.
We don't know
what shape is he in. We don't know
if he even wants to play. I know that this is the same.
He does. I mean, I don't know. Maybe he's happy leading this
with his
charge.
higher calling.
Yeah, it's hard to say where he is. I think we know that if he was going to play, he would want to start. And I don't think you can start a guy who's been out for 3 years who doesn't know your playbook when you're smack dab in the middle of trying to chase a playoffs.
Okay. I was going to say, all right, there you changed it because the Bills brought in Matt Barkley.
Yeah, but that doesn't care. There's no hope there. So who gives a shit what you bring in? They could have brought in Chad Kelly and people would have been thrilled.
Oh, Chad Kelly has talent.
For breaking into other people's houses drunk.
Hey, I don't think he was drunk. He was intoxicated.
Oh.
He was on something. I just don't think it was alcohol. Because I guess the reports were that he wasn't drinking.
Okay, sure.
He was on something else.
Yeah, whatever. Yeah, all right. Sure.
Anyways.
Marshawn Lynch got community service for hitting a woman with his car. Yeah, that actually happened, so,
Yeah. Well, I mean...
It's not like they'd ever cover anything up for a professional athlete.
Leonard Little killed someone and was on the field the next Sunday.
Yeah, well. Good thing his name wasn't, Hernandez.
And you know what? Plaxico Burress goes to jail because he shot himself in the leg.
That's just funny.
Well, his became a federal issue. That was the problem.
Yeah, well, because you're dumb.
Yeah, let me go to a club in New York wearing sweatpants with a gun in the band, and then after I accidentally shoot myself discharging a weapon in a city where you're not allowed to have guns, then let's take it across state lines. That's the smart thing to do.
Listen, we know the story. It's terrible. It's bad. But we all overlook the worst part. What motherfucker goes to a club in sweatpants?
I don't know.
Like, who the fuck are you? What is it, a lazy Saturday for you? You figured this is going to be acceptable? Those better be, like, expensive-ass sweatpants.
Like the Sean John sweatpants?
They better be, like, Louis Vuitton sweatpants. I don't understand who like, what kind of club... If your name wasn't Plexico Burris, you're getting turned away at the door. You're actually waiting in line and then told to leave. Wearing sweatpants.
Well, we don't know what kind of club it was. It could have been like a BJ's Wholesale Club.
It wasn't.
Spoiler alert, sir.
Damn.
I don't think it was.
Anyways, so Colin Kaepernick not going to the Redskins. They signed instead.
Furthermore, you have bigger problems if you're going to a BJ's Wholesale Club and you think you need to bring heat.
I mean, have you seen the deals in there?
Yeah, but if you're about to get shot going to BJ's, you probably should just stay inside.
No, he's there to shoot someone. He's like, no.
I mean, that makes sense.
That jumbo pack of Pop-Tarts is mine. Hand it over.
Yeah, like you can't do that intimidating. Dude, you're 6'5".
Anyways, we all know, do we know who the backup quarterback, or, well, now the starting quarterback is, oh no, he's the backup still. Colt McCoy's the starter. Do you know who they just brought in to be the backup?
Sure do.
Mr. Butt Fumble himself.
Mark Sanchez.
Sanchez.
He's back.
Ouch.
Back in Dallas. Remember, he was a Cowboy for a little bit.
You know, maybe these people saying that about Kaepernick have a point.
But
yeah, Mark back in the building.
Yeah, he's awful. The Jets ruined him, much like they're trying to ruin Darnold. Yeah. Sorry you had to see that game, Dan O'Shea.
Thank you. You can donate to my charity. It's called alcoholism.
Listen, I got tears. I'll cry some tears for you because I'm sure you're all out after watching that game. I'll donate to your tear ducts.
There you go.
It works.
But staying in the same area of the country, there was a different quarterback who played in Baltimore on Sunday. So we have now seen all 5 rookie quarterbacks start a game.
Mm-hmm.
As Lamar Jackson ran 27 times. Like, he had a full running back run load.
Mm-hmm.
Which is not a good way to dispel the myth that you're not a running quarterback.
It's certainly not going to help your argument. And it's certainly not a good way to go about it in the NFL because...
Just like to walk fast.
Yeah.
We've seen what's happened with people who do this. RG3 comes to mind. You can't be a successful quarterback where run is your primary option.
Unless you're literally the first one to really do it, Mike Vick.
Yeah, but again, you can't be an overwhelmingly big successful quarterback in the NFL by being a running quarterback. It's not possible. Even Deshaun Watson recognizes this.
Well, he was trying to change the perception in college.
Right, but he's accepted the fact that if he wants to survive in this league, he has to adapt. He tried to change the perception now. He realizes this as like a either adapt or die.
Right. He changed his game so much in college. That's why he threw so many interceptions. It's because he was trying to dispel the myth that he was a run-first quarterback. So he was chucking it up a lot more. Yeah. And in turn, what happens, you throw a lot of interceptions. People who have problems with interceptions, like number of interceptions, they're a problem. Because, do you know who has the most interceptions thrown in the history of the NFL? That'd be Brett Favre.
I thought it was Nate Peterman.
I dare you to try and keep his ass out of the Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
Yeah, so...
I was going to say the same thing.
Yeah, no, Nate Peterman is available for all your football needs.
And he can go clean up the park.
Yeah. Need a date to prom? Call Nate Peterman. He's available.
Yep. It is an authentic jersey.
Serious inquiries only. Must be 17 or older. No purchase necessary.
I love
Let's see. He can...
Oh,
he can clean up all the tables in the parking lot after they're all done lighting them on fire.
Yeah, perhaps. Yeah. Perhaps he can. You know, he might be the waiter at the... guys, crazy things happening this weekend. It's my 10-year high school reunion.
Really?
Yeah.
That is crazy.
10 damn years. He might be the waiter at the reunion. We don't know. I'll let you guys know.
You could be so lucky, sir. You could be so lucky.
He ain't got anything better to do. Not like he's an NFL quarterback or anything.
True.
Anyways, so Lamar Jackson gets the start for the Ravens and doesn't lose the game. All right. So, what is this saying to me? Bye-bye, Joe Flacco.
What?
Joe Flacco's on his way out.
Joe Flacco is on his way out, but you clearly see that Lamar Jackson is not ready.
Well, he's got 5 more games to get ready.
You better hope.
Was Sam Darnold ready? No.
Sam Darnold wasn't running 27 times a game.
Wasn't it? Well, that was play call. I don't know if that was necessity.
I mean, I don't know if every single one of his runs was play called.
No, probably not. But the game plan and Jim Harbaugh is it Jim? I don't know which one's
John
which.
Harbaugh.
John Harbaugh is smart and recognizes he's got to play to his quarterback's strength, which is exactly what his brother did in San Francisco when he went from Alex Smith to Colin Kaepernick. Play to the strength of the quarterback you have playing. So he did what he thought Lamar Jackson knew best, and that is to... Oh my God! Are you watching the next game, Dan O'Shea?
No.
Buzzer beater 3, Portland, half court almost. Crazy. A little past half court. He got it off in time, and it went in. Damn. Knicks up 35-33 at the end of the first quarter.
Okay.
Yeah. Anyways, so back to the Baltimore Ravens. This is the end of Joe Flacco as the Ravens quarterback, correct?
I think we are seeing the end of Joe Flacco, yes.
Do you think...
I mean, he's old. He, as demonstrated by his hip problems.
And his incessant walking around calling people Sonny and yelling to get off his lawn.
I didn't want to bring it up. Controversial topic, but yeah.
Oh man.
He was seen going to Bennigan's at for the 4 p.m. early bird special. So yeah,
and
time to hang it up.
And he was seen going to Shenanigans saying, "I hope my niece ain't here this time." Oh,
damn.
Yeah, I'm on fire today. And by on fire, I mean if I worked for a radio station, I would be fired.
Maybe.
They wouldn't let me in the fucking door.
Yeah. Local radio stations, listen to us. We can clean it up.
Oh, I'll definitely clean it up. You want to replace Roger Weiland, let me know.
Oh, Jesus. God.
I mean, they do have an open slot there midday after Roger. They just supplement stuff down from New York City that's already been recorded. So I can't even call and be angry at the way that they talk.
How do you listen?
In the car on my break.
In the car? Okay.
You know where I work. You think I'm listening there?
I thought maybe you stuck something. We had people who worked there that had Bluetooth headphones in.
You know what? Rather than say a comment that would just be extremely rude and mean, I'm just going to move on.
I listen to them live.
I'm sure you do. What a glorious job you have.
Yeah, it is pretty sweet.
I mean, it's a nice advantage. I'm not going to lie.
Yeah.
That being said, there's still an opening in the Albany market. Just saying. That's what I was getting at.
Yeah.
I could totally do midday for like a good 4 hours.
Hell yeah.
To bleed into Levac and Gaz. I'm all for it.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
And I would totally leave that place a mess for them too.
It's from what I understand, it's already a mess. By the way, I won a Wendy's gift card.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Good for you.
Yeah.
I would find ways to mess with Levac. Like I'd leave an entire 30 rack there, but like all the cans would be empty. So he'd be really excited that it's full, and then he'd like pick it up and it weighed nothing.
No, what you get the 30 rack. You buy that canned water from Japan. Have that shipped in. There you go. Leave that.